Hello. Welcome back. It's part 3 of our playthrough of To Hell with the Ugly. So, Rock narrowly escaped being kidnapped unharmed, but now they're smack bang in the middle of a murder investigation. And Rock's friend has used his connection with the police department to get us access to some missing persons files. The missing persons files. You've got something specific in mind. A hunch I want to check. Call it my reporter's instinct. But I figure if your guys' thing is kidnapping, you might not be their first victim. Good Lord, if you're right, we could be well on the case of the summer. I'd even say the article of the summer, nay, the exclusive, the special edition. But let's not put the cart before the donkeys, and let's take a look at the files to see if we can definitely get something from them. To Mac's office, you said. The files are stored in the room next door, when you're ready. Okay. Where are we going? Who's this? She looks efficient. Maybe she's got some useful information for our investigations. Excuse me, could you... I don't think she heard me. Hey, you wouldn't have... I thought it was obvious, but since you need me to clarify it for you, I'm busy at the moment. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to bother you. Too bad. Try a little louder next time. Okay, that didn't work. Who's this? Can we talk to them? Oh. Hard day? I'm taking a little break before my nap. I was under the impression that the department was drowning under the work. Oh, I've tried to help, believe me. You see Johnson over there, tapping away on her machine as fast as lightning? She's my partner. There's nothing makes her happier than a well-made file. She says I write like a warthog pole vaults. She doesn't want me writing reports anymore. Far be it for me to disagree, so I don't write anymore. Simple logic. That's merciless. After all, who can change their writing? No man that I know, my lad. No man. Weaponised incompetence at work there. Okay, who's this? Can't talk to them. Dick, you're bugging me with your crackpot theories. You know that girls are disappearing in droves, and you think it's a government frame-up. You can see that story doesn't hold up. I tell you they're doing experiments on them. Mind control experiments. Holy moly, you're past help. And where does this theory come from? My brother-in-law, who works in the army, overheard a guy talking in the canteen. Oh sure, that's just the place to talk about it over a portion of French fries. Hey, you're free not to believe me. For Christ's sakes, I don't believe you. Give me a break and dictate me your damn interview. Why is it the only female officers are doing all the typing? The Pentagon cooked this up, for sure. What? The disappearances, of course. Really? Have you got any proof? Proof. Always the proof. I can feel it here, kid. When you lift the veil on the truth in this world, you learn that your instinct is the only proof you need, which explains your solved cases rate of close to 0. Your mind is as closed as ever, Micheline. Can we speak to you? No. Hot coffee. Oh. I like this machine. It doesn't work very well. The coffee is terrible. It makes a lot of noise. Kind of makes me feel at home. So we can't speak to that guy. Nope. We can go there. Let's speak to this person. Damn, Estelle. You'd think he doesn't know the alphabet. Looking at the files after he's been through, it's like jackass jamboree. Once again, the only people hard at work seem to be the female officers. Maybe the chief. Who've we got? What else have we got? Anything else? No, let's speak to her first. Is this locker full of secret files? You sound like Dick. Nothing of the sort. Only our lunches. That way we're sure they won't get destroyed by Bastel. It's a bit disappointing. You say that because you've never seen the guy. And since we're talking about it, can you give me the key? Can you get me the key? I've started clearing up and I don't want to lose track. No problem. Where is it? A new girl who's helping me out on Project Bastel. I'll go right away. Thanks a lot. I'll speak to this guy first. Mac. Hey. Hello, Killian. What brings you here? Hey, Mac. I'd like the photos of the latest missing persons in the Los Angeles vicinity. I'll let you have that, but you'll have to excuse us. Bastel decided to put a new filing system in action. And you let him do it? What do you think? We realised too late. He screwed up all the files. A real shit show. Okay, we'll put all that back in order. If we can. Thanks a lot. Oh, okay. So, excuse me while I have a little sip of my drink. So we have to find a key. And we have to sort out all of this stuff. A work contract. Station Alpha Gas on Sunset Boulevard. In the name of Peter Peterson. As a pump attendant. It's dated May 27th, 1951. Oh, okay, so the game is set a little bit later than I imagined. A few years. Okay, Blue Village Jazz Club, Phil Barney. A flyer for a jazz concert. Phil Barney's headlining, but his photo isn't there. Sunday, 8 p.m, 4th of July. The kids want to press charges against Paradise Village. They're impossible. It's a magazine clipping. Who dazzled us in a daring supporting role. Surprising choice for someone who, in real life, is the daughter of a naval officer. It's a photo of Barney in front of his house. The address is Maplewood Avenue. Maplewood Avenue, but it says the house with a mailbox on Maple Street. Maybe that's just a mistake, because it's two different names. Happy birthday, Dad. A young woman on her father's arm. A high-ranking military. Cynthia's spotlight. To hell with my ungrateful kids. I'm getting out of here. It's signed HM. So what do we have? So the supporting role. Closure party. An invitation to a party after the bodybuilding contest. Los Angeles' most perfect body. Closure party, May 19th, 7 p.m. Oops, days. Wrong one. A newspaper cutting dated May 2nd, 1952. The Merriweather Empire, prey to family feuds. My husband's death didn't help. An anonymous letter must be from a fan. You are so beautiful. I love you. Look at me. Reassuring. First day of work. A photo of a young man. He must be 18 years old. First day at work. Mum is proud of you. So he's our attendant, isn't he? petrol station attendant, Peter Peterson Jr. And then we've got, who's this? Phil Barney. Okay, so we've got those 3 names so far. Hey, a newspaper ad for a bodybuilding contest. There were some big names there. That was May 19th at 7 p.m. Stars Theatre, Hollywood Boulevard, James Johnson, John Miller, Robert Wilson, Michael Brown, Bo Winston, William Davis, David Smith. So Bo Winston was meant to be at the bodybuilding contest. We have Bo Winston here. This one, a photo of a bodybuilding contest. The winner is circled. That looks like Bo Winston then, doesn't it? Looks similar to this person. They want their star singer back as soon as possible. A note from a colleague of Max. It's signed with the name Berenice Haven. I recognise her. She was locked in with me. Ah, so she was our missing beauty. Our mysterious beauty. Berenice. Call me Peter. A cinema ticket with lipstick. Unusual. Call me Peter. A brochure for a retirement home for the wealthy. Paradise Village. Make friends for your own age. A big and beautiful house with swimming pool, gym, theatre room, caretaker and new rich friends. Not sure how that one fits in. CoverGirl Planet Agency. CGP 80 Hollywood Boulevard. I keep saying Hollywood Boulevard. Boulevard. A letter dated June 12th, 1952. Dear Inspectors of the Los Angeles Police Department, it is now 3 days since my daughter went missing and I thank you for your efforts. So June the 9th, someone circled 3 days. Right, that's June the 9th then, and it was a daughter, so I'm going to guess that this one is Cynthia. This was also Cynthia. And this one. Could that be the same person? Let's see this last one. A policeman's note. Did you really lose the agency manager's deposition when she talked about the theory of a jealous fan? Okay, so that needs to go there, doesn't it? Okay, missing since June the 1st. That's 4th of July. What's next? Oh, that's Cynthia's. Oh no, hang on. Why has it done it like that? So that's Berenice. That's her picture missing, May 26th. Okay. So I assume this is also her. Her growing popularity hasn't brought nothing but good. That doesn't entirely make sense. The Merriweather family, the Merriweather Empire. Ah, maybe that's meant to be their last seen in the company of a young woman, unless it's this. So that's Peter, missing since the 21st of May. Peter Peterson Jr. And then that's him, isn't it? Petrol station attendant. Holly Merriweather. Okay, well that does go there. Oh, Peter Peterson Jr. It keeps doing that. I don't want that there. It's like it's not. Oh, there we go. Okay. must be, because she's become popular. Cover Girl Planet Agency, that does seem to kind of fit, but then what's this little thing we're missing? Closure party was May 19th. Missing since May 19th. I'm going to hazard a guess at that. Let's say that that's... Ah, but is it by Winston actually? They look kind of similar. That's Phil Barney, okay, not Bo Winston. Okay. Oops, it's done it again. Clearly not snapped it into place. There we go. So this must be Phil Barney. 1st of June 1952. Last known address. I think it's Maple Street, Maplewood. I see. These must be little post-it notes. Did you really lose that agency manager's deposition when she talked about the theory of a jealous fan? This one, they want their star singer back as soon as possible. Well, that's him, isn't it? If he was meant to be appearing at a jazz club. And she must be, that's the thing of maybe a weird fan because of this. And then, I guess this all goes here. To hell with my ungrateful kids. Oh yes, Holly Merriweather, HM. And what does this actually say? The kids want to press charges against Paradise Village, which is the home. Suggests this arrangement. Yes, I think we're done. Right. Everything seems to be in order, and I'm seeing a certain kind of profile that's standing out. Oh yeah, you can see that at a glance. Come on, it's staring you in the face. Even you could see it with a little effort. Hang on, I'd like to take a break first. Oh, I see. Okay. It sure is a mess. I gave up any sympathy for Bestelle a long time ago. Ready to get stuck back into this mess. Yes, I'm going to try and finish it. So what's the profile? I'm going to figure it out. Don't take me for a chump. I'll figure it out. Who do you think the profiles are connected to our case? Well, I think... I'm assuming these sort of young, fit men that fit a similar profile to Rock. And then certainly this lady is connected because Rock saw her when he was kidnapped. And then I'm going to hazard a guess at this one because she's also this sort of young, attractive starlight, maybe. They seem to be the kind of people that they're going for. Nice job. I think we're good here. So sadly not our poor young petrol station attendant or the older lady. We're the kings of classifying. Now let's try to understand how these profiles are connected. What do these profiles tell us then, Rock? The missing persons they all have some kind of fame. Supporting roles, contests, All that's needed to attract a few admirers or some comments from the press. It seems likely that our perps scouted them out in advance. Excuse me, having a drink in the background. Their appearances are all very attractive. When I see their criteria, I'm not surprised I was one of their targets. You sure know how to blow your own trumpet. Rock, Met, Berenice, Haven. I've got it. I was kidnapped and taken to the room where I found Berenice Haven. If that's not the definition of sleazy, I don't know what it is. It's the proof that your case is connected to all these disappearances. And then the most recent missing person is Cynthia Spotlight. Cynthia disappeared just a few days ago. Even if it wasn't linked to my kidnapping, this gang still seems to be at work. And I'll bet a penny to a pastry they've already got a new victim in mind. Good job, Rock. We're done. Let's recap. We now know that you met the beautiful Berenice Haven during your misadventures. We also know that the missing persons could be classified as photo shoot types, and that this series of kidnappings doesn't look about to stop.
Gary and I decided to split up, him to the call and me in search of breakfast. I was starving, but I hate eating alone, so I called Douglas to meet me at El Gato. "I'll be right there, my dear Rock," he told me hurriedly. Before he hangs up, I added, "Bring your friend Sunday. She'll be company for us. I can tell my company isn't good enough for you." I could have tried to convince him he was wrong, but why bother?
So we didn't have to get that key, after all, which is weird. Okay. Sunday. Glad you thought of me to start your day. Yes, thanks for inviting us, Rock. It's only natural, and I admit I was a little worried about you after last night, Sunday. And it turned out that I only had Douglas's number. If I'd had Sunday's, he'd still be at home eating toast in his pajamas. I'm still pretty upset with you for taking a powder during the evening. Twice, what's more. Oh, my little Sunday. That's just how he is, our Rock. He's a rowdy, you know, a wild beast who goes where his instincts take him. That's the first time I've heard him say that about me. Believe me, my love. Douglas dear, if you want to sweet talk me, start by getting rid of that nasty smell of whiskey that's coming from you. Douglas, clearly you're not at ease in this risky venture. Says you, my charisma intimidates her, that's all. Order food. Let's talk to this guy. I'll wait 15 more minutes, then I'm leaving. Still, he's really pushing it. What if he's been kidnapped? Nah, I'm getting paranoid with all these stories. He's not coming, I can feel it. What are you going to order, my love? The same as you, my sweet. That's just what I was going to say, my heart. We'd better decide on something all the same. Whatever you'd like, my poopsikins. No wonder they haven't created the Nobel Prize for love. Welcome to the El Gato Diner. Service is at the table. Call me when you're ready to order. Oh, okay. Weird. Look at this body language. She's just hunched away from him in a corner. A jazz singer nowhere to be found. Another disappearance for Governor Kingley. The star singer of the village Plume makes us orphan. News are fast. So that's the guy that we were looking at, wasn't it? That's the menu. Let's see the coffee. I think 1 cup might be cutting things fine. A gallon is about what I need. I'll have a nice spinach steak and some coffee. The finest meat teamed with the finest vegetable. Well, it certainly sounds good if you're low on iron. Triple burger because a double always leaves you wanting more. Stew like Grandma makes. Feeling sluggish? Grandma won't let you down with this richly sauced recipe. Pancakes, perfect to fill an empty belly or a hole in a cinder block. French toast, nothing's more comforting than a soft, eggy bread, yum. Coffee served by the cup or by the quart, depending on your level of fatigue. Cola, its high sugar content is just an unfounded rumour. Sparkling water with a slice of lemon, perfect for those tricky morning afters. Glass of milk, a little softness in this hard world. Soup and salad, shrimp salad, freshly caught in the Los Angeles Bay. Yesterday's soup, we promise it's not leftovers. Okay, so a spinach steak, please, and a coffee. Is this what you wanted? Absolutely. Ah, delicious spinach steak. My mouth's watering just at the thought of it. And the coffee's more than essential in my condition. And for the lady and gentleman, what would Douglas fancy? How would I know? A burger. And a glass of milk. Is this what you wanted? That's what he's getting. I don't know how else That's cute, Rock, but I'll order for myself, huh? A good stew that sticks to the ribs and a sparkling water to recover from last night. You know, I thought you might like a sparkling water. Okay. And what would Sunday fancy? How would I guess this at all? I'll get her French toast. And a cola. She's already drinking coffee, or is that his? Let's get her that. Absolutely. I love French toasts. For something cool, I'm going to go for a shrimp salad. Okay. Well, I'm not sure quite how we were meant to be able to guess that, but also she didn't get a drink then, so she ordered two food items. So Douglas, what have you been doing with your morning? Ah, well, as soon as I got home, I got back to writing the aesthetics of film. Amongst the 10 volumes I've got planned, there's one about film noir, you see. I was veritably seized by inspiration. I'll tell you again, Rock, I feel that what prints on the paper when I type, it's not just ink, it's my soul, raw emotion, like rough diamond. More than a masterpiece, I am creating a monument. Oh, hey, wow. I'm sure you must be looking forward to reading it with such insight. Oh, you know me and the movies. Ask me again in 10 years when you've finished writing it. I'm sure that Sunday, who's a connoisseur, unlike some here, is looking forward to it, aren't you? Of course, it's always a pleasure to read the works of a movie visionary, especially when they've never worked even remotely in my industry. Misplaced pretension has always amused me, you know. You see, what did I say? Hang on, I get the feeling I've missed something. Truly, I never get tired of your little chats. What's she doing hanging around with this guy? She seems to despise him. About last night, how are you feeling? Much better, thanks, Rock. By the way, have you heard the latest rumours? There are some amazing stories going round already, and they shed brighter light on the terrible events of last night. Oh really? What have you heard? It involves a showdown by some battery chicken producers, or the collateral victim of a sect of Canadian truck drivers. Excuse me? I guess several stories got mixed up before they reached me. It at least took my mind off things, even if I usually prefer another type of distraction. Is that her leg I can feel against mine? Oh yes, that's definitely her leg. That's... What am I supposed to do now? His face. I have to stop her. My training's at stake. But at the same time, we keep hearing about this training. What training? Is everything alright, Rock? Yes, perfectly fine, Sunday. She wants a piece of him. Your work. There are a lot of actresses in Los Angeles. Are you doing okay? I can't complain. I've got more offers than I can accept, and they're calling me one of the new stars of the Metro. Impressive. I've met a lot of crummy actresses who could hardly find parts. Don't be too hard on them. There are plenty of girls with talent. That's not enough to make it. You have to know what you want to and who to ask to get it. I've always had a knack for reading people and knowing who can help me and who's only good for yakking out false promises. And I've never been afraid of asking for what I want, even if I have to fight to get it. I've left my friends and family, and I've made some enemies for this career. I don't intend to give up on it easily. It sounds like you must have made a lot of effort and developed skills that have nothing to do with your work. You've hit the nail on the head. How about you, Rock? What ambitions are you nurturing, and what have you sacrificed to attain them? Well, I like sport. I've trained a lot. Like any professional athlete, right? I've also given up women for my career. My virginity is sparkling. You've given up something you don't know. Oh, my dear Rocky. How sweet it must be to be a man in this world and to enjoy the effects of the halo that your body gives you. So it's just for his sport, I guess. His sporting adventures, which we don't know much about. Tell me, Sunday, do you have any hobbies? Things you love to do? Well, I love film, of course. It's no accident I'm in the industry. I'm fascinated by its history. The expressionist cinema can't be ignored. But at the moment, I've got a weakness for Italian cinema. Ah, Italian cinema. Excellent indeed, excellent. Oh, do you like it too? That's wonderful. Tell me, Rock, between the telefoni Bianchi era and current neo-realism, which do you prefer? Well, I have to say I've always found it bold to make so many films about telephones. Who'd have thought there was so much to say? Rock, sorry to tell you, but your acting still isn't very good. Wait, that's not it. I must be confusing them with some other films. The Austrian telephones movement, probably. It doesn't matter, Rock. It's fine. It's not exactly for your conversation that I enjoy spending time with you. Phew, that's reassuring. You're adorable, Rock. Thanks for listening to me. I didn't expect you to be so much fun to talk to. The pleasure's all mine, Sunday. Oh, that was a quest, was it? To impress Sunday. Sir, there's somebody asking for you at the entrance. Me? She said, the young man over there, the tall blonde who looks like he stepped out of a magazine. Maybe she was talking about your friend, but I doubt it. Your admirers have as poor taste as ever, Rock. My poor Sunday. I believe you'll have to be content with my company, once again. Wonderful. Don't worry, I'll be back. And I'll wait nicely for you. I want to check the food. Oh, it's just his... Okay, it's kind of what he said before. The lady's waiting for you by the door. Well, the music's got a little bit... excitable. I hope it's not another one of those fans ready to declare their love. I'd rather finish my steak instead. You haven't even started it. You asked for me? Do you have the photos? She knows something. Quick, Rock. Play the innocent. The photos? What photos? I don't know what you're... Oh, good Lord, it's pathetic. Stop it. I know you've got them. I'm going to say this, and I'm only going to say it once. So listen up. Either you give us those photos, or we'll take them back ourselves. And you know where that led for Petrosian. In any case, it didn't get you very far if you're still looking for them. Since you're going to be like that, I'm very sorry for you. You used to be a handsome boy. If there's a tense I don't like people using to talk about me, it's the imperfect. I intend to stay a handsome boy for a good long time, believe me. Your naivety is not endearing. This verbal sparring has been fun, but she seems to know an awful lot. I better not let her get away. Rock, is everything okay? Are you coming to sit back down? Usually it doesn't take you so long to break a heart. Aha, now's my chance. Sunday, Douglas, do you mind if my old friend joins us? I'll pass, I'm in a hurry. Oh, let her come. Delighted. Douglas Thruck, movie critic and writer. And you are? Cynthia Spotlight. That's all that was needed. Really, that's the whole package. I don't know who this woman is, but she's certainly not the Cynthia whose photo I saw in the missing persons files. And what will you have, Cynthia? Look, Rock, I really am in a big hurry. I'm expected elsewhere. Right. I don't want to make you late. I'll give you a lift. Come on. There's no need. But I insist. Ooh, look, it's baddies. Where do we go? Them! They were with that punk with the cigarette. I guess Cynthia came in those wheels. It's worse than the Pope's election around here. We're being watched from everywhere. I invite you to step in my car. We can discuss this more comfortably. Sure, bully me all you want. You'll get nothing out of me. We'll see about that. Let's go, Miss Spotlight. I guess your friends are going to follow us. Are you so keen on getting filled with lead? If they want to poke holes in me, let them try. In the meantime, you and I are going to have a little chat. It's QTE time. Press the right button to shake off your pursuers. We're going to have to jostle to get out of this. Hold on to your seat. Hey, stop! Are you crazy? All you'll get out of behaving like this is to join Wolf at the morgue. Hee, they won't get me off the road that easy. And you, Cynthia, you'd be pleased if something happened to me, wouldn't you? If you had more than 2 brain cells, you'd realise that my coming was the best thing that could have happened to you. Just look at the situation you're in. Was it really your plan to attract the anger of all the worst goons in LA? It'll take more than 2 cars and a bad spy to scare me. So you do have less than 2 brain cells, duly noted. Phew, that was close. So where did you get the name Cynthia Spotlight? Don't try to confuse me. I know it's a fake. In that case, you must suspect that I'll continue hiding the truth from you. Haha, you won't get me. So, do you enjoy your work? What exactly does it consist of? Not of getting shanghaied by idiots who don't know how to drive. But since my work interests you so much, believe me, you'll be meeting my colleagues a lot sooner than you'd wish. Oh, whoops. I thought I pressed the right button. I did, but not in time. Yikes, they got me, the creeps. You're going too far. all that will come to you are even bigger problems. How about you give up? I'm sure they don't pay you enough, and you're entitled to a vacation, you know. Wouldn't you rather I just took you to a movie? You are really tiresome, you know. I keep pressing the wrong button. Yikes, vicious. You're in over your head. I'm telling you again, just give us the photos and this will stop here. Who says I wanted it to stop? I don't exactly understand your role in this business, but it's too late. I've got a grudge to settle. And I just keep on escaping them. Tell me now, where did you take Cynthia? To the same place your wacko colleague took me last night. This is your last chance, Rock. Let me out. And what will you do if I refuse? Scowl really hard. Playtime's over. I'm taking things in hand. What are you? Don't touch the wheel, Hellcat.
I managed to shake them off, but my passenger decided the ride was over.
Whoa. Right. Now that your racing career's over, you're going to calm down and give us the photos. You're going to have to give me your best shot. Oh, it's fighting time. Okay. Oh, oh shit. Oh man, I took some hits there, didn't I? Let's heal up. Jeez, these floating window things absorb all my hits. What can I do against witchcraft like this? Rock, I'm here. Sunday? What are you doing here? The way you and that woman were behaving seemed suspicious to me, so I decided to follow you. Not to mention that I hate when my conversations get cut off. This is no place for a lady like you. You need to get away from these thugs and their harpy. Rock, if you weren't in danger, you'd make me laugh. Be quiet and let me handle this. Oh, she's got a weapon. Sunday is an outstanding shooter, able to deactivate the shields thanks to her guard break skill. Depending on your timing, you can optimize the damage done. Okay. If you manage to position a series of shots perfectly, Sunday will target the second shield right away. Alright. Oh, whoops. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh. Pure wasn't paying attention, I just missed all of them. Oh, I'm so good at this, honestly. Right. Kick. Okay, come on Sunday, we can do it. Okay, I got a lot better at blocking that time. We've not made much of a dent, have we? I'll try a double punch. No, barely anything. Come on, Sunday, we need to break this shield. Finally. Oh, too quick. Or we can still shoot. Let's double shoot. Okay, finally, we've got one out of the picture. It won't be that easy. She's putting it back up. Of course she is. Okay. I can't heal. Well, I guess we just try a kick, even though it's not going to do much damage. Right. Ah, can't get the second one. Double shoot. That wasn't great. Still can't heal. We only need 3. Let's kick him. Okay, that's one more we've got out the way. Let's try and break the shield. Finally we got there. Oh, rock. Still can't heal. Alright, let's do the double punch. Okay, got another one out of the way, and now we do the double shoot and hope for the best. We did it. I'll admit, you're tougher than I thought. Other businesses force me to withdraw right now. But you've been warned. You're out of your depth in this, Bailey. It doesn't matter where you go, we will find you. Check that Sunday's okay. Oh. Sunday, are you alright? Of course. Did you doubt it? I figured it's not every day you find yourself in a fight like that. You're so cute, but I know how to take care of myself. You might want to worry more about yourself. You seem to be attracting some pretty wacky admirers. I guess you could say that. Luckily, that seems to be sorted out for now. In that case, what do you say you come finish that breakfast with me? I can drive us, considering your car doesn't look too ready to cooperate. Great idea. By the way, what happened to Douglas? I guess he's singing his own praises to the waitress. I don't know if he even noticed I was gone. Maybe you want us to go get him? Good grief, I never suggested such a thing. Let me just grab a few things and I'll be right with you. I'll just wait nicely. So she likes waiting nicely. I don't understand how these machines work at all. I figured out just fine how to stop them though. You are spectacular. It's just a toy, and anyone can shoot straight with the training. Your friends, on the other hand, seem to be using some very advanced technology. Downright close to science fiction even. In your opinion, which organisation could have the means to secretly develop such technology? Oh, well, that's a very good question. I don't know. Don't beat your brains out over it. You're much more handsome when you're not thinking too hard. Anything interesting over here? I assume no. Oh, well. So, Cynthia's spotlight left her bag here. A chance to find out more about her true identity. Are you ready to go, Rock? Sunday, do you mind if we postpone breakfast? I I need to make a detour. To where? To the offices of the call.
So Sunday and I went to the call. Do you usually get mixed up in these kinds of cases? She asked me. No, this is a first, but I'm going to see it through. The next minute we were away, looking for Gary.
They're hard at work in here. I guess there's been plenty of gossip to spread for the last few days. And what I've got isn't going to make less of that. Let's find Gary right away. I've not looked in my log for a while, have I? Check in with Gary. I have to tell Gary what I found out. He's in charge of the case of the stiff in the phone booth, funny kind of cop, Berenice Haven, a dazzling beauty I met during my kidnapping. She's a missing person wanted by the police. I had a hard time tearing myself away from the young woman's explicit embraces. And the stranger, she introduces herself as Cynthia Spotlight. She surprised me at the diner and demanded that I return the operation photos found in the booth of death. The woman's charisma is unsettling. In our inventory, we have Cora's bag. Well, that feels like a spoiler. I don't think we were meant to know the name of that person. Oh, I can... No, I don't want to do that. Oops. Current call. Check in with Gary. Okay. Enjoying the surroundings. Not too out of your depth, Sunday. This must make a change from the movie sets, huh? The smell of smoke and men all around telling the women what to do. I feel right at home. By the way, Sunday, where did you learn to shoot with such skill? I just have a lot of hobbies. Shooting's one of them. You're full of surprises. I've rarely met a doll like you. I guess you don't know too many. You've got no idea the number of women who accost me every day. Sunday. Talking's one thing. Knowing someone, that's something else. But no offence, talking's more than enough as far as I'm concerned. What's on that? Hot topics. Election week. It's true that the elections are coming up. It would be great if I could get interested in that someday. Governor Kingley is incompetent. A masterful analysis. The disappearances continue. Kaplan is on the case. I don't know who this Kaplan is, but it seems like he's got a better idea of how to handle the crisis than Kingley. Who's going to vote for him? I know I will. And he's got a spiffy haircut too. Harvard defeated again. 5 matches in a row lost against Yale. Might as well replace them with fence posts at this rate. Oh look, news on Mrs. Merriweather. Maybe we should tell DeFato's office to stop the investigations and just read the paper instead. She was reportedly seen in Malibu drinking overpriced cocktails on the beach. So not quite missing. Cover girls. The article about the most beautiful cover girls is looking good. Thank you all for your dedication. Looks like the whole office felt committed to the topic. Teamwork's great. Anything down here? No. Can we talk to any people? Right, that's done. Now, let's see the next file. Legislation of temporary work contracts for circus artists. Who's given me such a lame article? This is the call, not the Daily Boring. like that as a name. I see, I see. Does anything else come to mind? And this cat, it was the spitting image of the governor, you say? Amazing. I'll put out an alert right away. If they keep me on hold one more minute, I'm hanging up. Honey, great news. There's a new restaurant on Ocean Boulevard. They do oysters. Shall I book for tonight? What do you mean you don't like oysters? Oh, there's Gary. My dear Rock, do you want to get back to your investigation already? I haven't had a break as it happens. Did something happen while I was gone? And what was Miss Love doing with you? It's a long story. To make it short, we had a little disagreement with Cynthia Spotlight. Excuse me? You mean the missing woman we saw in the file? It wasn't her. It was an imposter, probably involved in her kidnapping. Well, who was it then? I've got a lead to try and answer that question. Her bag. You stole the woman's bag like some low-life hood robbing an old lady. No, she left it in my car. And we'll come back to the old lady thing. That harpy wasn't short of henchmen. Without even mentioning that they used these crazy machines like something from a science fiction novel. The more we learn about these gangs, the less I feel like I understand what's going on. I hope we'll learn more thanks to this bag. Let's ask, how are you? You look in better shape than me, my dear Gary. To be fair, my morning was a lot quieter than yours. Just being with Douglas would have worn me out. The call looks pretty busy around here. You could say that. We're drowning in topics and sales. Your rag sells as well as that, huh? If you only knew. People love a scandal, Rock. And recently, we've received a pretty penny from an enthusiastic investor who'd spend their fortune on the nonsense you write, Gary. I don't know. He wants to remain anonymous. I figure he's some rich LA gossip lover. He even sends us suggestions about topics and exclusive leads for our files. There's a man with concern for his community. Isn't it just? Such commitment. It's just beautiful. Let's ask about Defato. Has Defato been in touch? Not yet. Speaking for myself, I've got butt kiss. Apart from a story about a license plate belonging to a stolen car, I can't find anything. At least I've had time to get my notes in order for my exclusive. It looks like my breakfast has gotten us further than the police or your research. Okay, shall we take care of the bag? Show me that. I think Cora's bag's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it? Let's see what's inside. Huh. Hey, that's the man I found dead at the Zooty Slammer. Our friend Wolf Petrosian. Now that's interesting. They look pretty tight. I never imagined I'd find a dead guy and have a fight with his sweetheart all on the same day. A girl never gets bored with you. To Cora, with love, W.P. Cora Leatherford is written on the envelope. So that's her real name. A photo of Cora Leatherford. What's she got to do with all of this? A flower? Why would you keep a flower in your bag? It must be a keepsake that she treasures. A nice lighter. Nothing that helps us. Makeup, that's all. Does this brand mean anything to you, Sunday? I'm an actress, Rock, not a cosmetics vendor. A pretty colour, even if it's kind of commonplace. Exactly what I was going to say. There's no way I'm ever touching another cigarette in my life. Oh, we recognise these people. The real Cynthia Spotlight. It's got her name on the back. A pretty young woman on the beach, pouting to perfection. She doesn't ring any bells. How about you, Rock? I don't know every woman in the city. Forgive my skepticism. Mary Jackson. Nice to meet you. That name means nothing to me. Me either, unfortunately. A photo of Berenice Haven. I just keep on running into her lately. Bo Winston, the comeback. Our blues singer, Phil Barney. I really like the Blur Village, but the company's just a shadow of what it was without Phil. A list of initials? You're right, the ones crossed off correspond to the names of the latest missing persons. And that last one must refer to Mary Jackson, whose photo we just saw. Quite right. I get the feeling we've seen everything this bag's got to show us. So Mary Jackson is yet to be kidnapped, I guess. So Rock, who's Mary Jackson? I think the next victim. Seems to me she ticks all the boxes to be the next victim. Absolutely. You and I are on the same wavelength. If we manage to get her address, I bet you will find your guys there sooner or later. Well then, what are we waiting for? Okay, well, let's leave it there for this video. The story's moving along at a pace. We've got some new characters, some new players involved, and we're slowly getting there. Trying to figure out this mystery. Well, let's hope that next time we can get a hold of Mary Jackson before the kidnappers do. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please join me for the next one, where we continue on with the story of To Hell with the Ugly. Thanks for watching.